Hey guys, God bless everybody. I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I my channel is called Art by Richie, and past couple of weeks, guys, past couple of videos that I've been uploading on this channel, I've been talking about my life, things I've gone through, close calls. I you know tried talking about motivational things and encouraging you guys. I've given you guys some advice, some things that I live by. Um, and I've even gone as far as shared, what my days are like, particularly my Saturdays are like, um, when I'm at home. I've talked about quite a few things, and some of it is sad, some of it's depressing, some of it, it's a reflection of what I went through in my life. And thank God that that's behind me. That part of my life is behind me. Um, but I also wanted to go ahead and talk about my art. And there's a poem that I read, and I did my interpretation of that poem into a painting. And I'm currently working on the remake of that painting now that my skills have improved. um, I wanted to share bits and pieces of the process, but I wanted to read the poem to you guys. The poem is titled Footprints in the Sand. You may know it. It's a very, very famous poem. This one I got this one from Margaret Fishback Powers, 1964 version. There are several different versions out there, but this one was the one that I can relate to the most. It was most relevant to me. This is the one that that spoke to me the most. Before I go ahead and actually show you guys the process, let me go ahead and read it to you guys real quick. Footprints in the sand. One night I dreamed a dream as I was walking along the beach with my Lord. Across the dark sky flashed scenes from my life. For each scene I noticed two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to me and the other one to my Lord. After the last scene of my life flashed before me, I looked back at the footprints in the sand. I noticed that at many times along the path of my life, especially at the very lowest and saddest times, there was only one set of footprints. This really troubled me, so I asked the Lord about it. Lord, you said I decided to follow you. You once said I decided to follow you. You walked with me along the way, but I noticed that during the saddest and most troublesome times of my life, there was only one set of footprints. I don't understand why. Why I needed you the most. When I needed you the most, you would leave me. He whispered, my precious child, I love you and will never leave you. Never, ever during your trials and testing. When you saw only one set of footprints, I was that one, though it was I that carried you. Um, it's a very touching poem. I'm sorry, I'm not the best reader when it comes to reading things out loud. And my hope is that by producing this video, and hopefully in the future I can improve that skill, develop that skill. But I wanted to go ahead and share parts of the remake. I'm not finished. It's a grueling task, and I do have a part-time job, so it takes some time for me to go ahead and work on it. It's not a one shot, one take like these videos have been, but I wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys. So I just added a blue sky, to start off with. Created a folder, and I started working on the beach part of the folder. So hold on one second. Let me just move you just so I could see better the screen. And then after I created the folder, you know, yeah, that's a little bit better. Once I finished creating the folder, I titled it Beach, and these are all the layers, and so you can see, you know, how it all comes together, you know. Here we go. You know, I put the beach and started working on the painting, cut it out. Added, I used a brush that would mimic the water coming in, the waves. Made sure that I added a different shade of color for the sand, because you know the darker sand should be mimicking that it's wet. Added some more wet sand, added some white ripples as if the water was just going back out. You know, in this part right here, I'm actually building my rocks, you know. I added texture here, you know, more water and a little bit of mist. That's a good way to go ahead and be able to go ahead and cover up the sharp edges. And on top of that, I went ahead and added some more blue. This is me trying to blend it. That's the beach part of my footprints in the sand. And then we're gonna go to the mountain. This is the first mountain scene. I'm not too happy with it. I'm not too crazy about it. But for now, I'm leaving it. I may change it. There's a reason why you see the white little mist in front of it. I actually decided to put trees in front of the mountain, and it's a good way to go ahead and differentiate the space, you know, and sharpen the image a little bit. That's what I was trying to do in that state. Then we're gonna go to mountain number 2. Now this mountain, I do like this mountain. I actually was trying to use a darker shade, and I was playing with the texture with my brushes. And as you can see, I'm going to show you real quick the different brushes that I have. I have rock texture brushes. I have so many different brushes, and I believe this was the brush that I was using right here. But I also was using soft, like rigid line brush that would actually help me out when it came to go ahead and drawing some of these or painting some of these lines. And I kept swapping in and out between, you know, the foreground and the background paint, you know, different paints and stuff like that, and grabbing color from one section of the painting and putting it on the other. And you know, it worked out. I like the way it came out. And then, you know, I of course added more trees, and as you can see, the trees are, you know, they actually do look pretty good. One thing that I did do with both sides of the trees is that I want to mimic the sun coming from the top part, from the top corner over here. That's where I'm planning. So I put I made the shade under the trees, you know, and I'm trying to get it in that angle. I mean, so for now, it looks like it's gonna work out. And then I added another mountain, and you know, I love the way this mountain came out, this little cliff, you know, and added some more trees. I basically copied this and just made it a little bit smaller and pasted it in front. And you know, I have everything in groups, and I try to keep everything as groups, you know, so that way it makes it easier for me to go ahead and be able to go ahead and look at something more specific, narrow something, if I have to fix something or edit something, you know, it allows me to go ahead and do that. And yeah, that's where I'm at now. There's so much more that I want to go ahead and do. This painting is supposed to be like a remake of the original painting, which was Footprints in the Sands, like I told you guys. You know, it's supposed to be a remake of Footprints in the Sand. I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and go that direction, because I'm actually liking the way it's coming out. And you know, it's just, I might just change it completely. But you know, I'm sharing with you guys what project, and I'm also sharing you guys the thought process behind this project. I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet. I'm just, you know, sharing with you guys. So I guess my question to you guys is, what do you guys think? Um, do you think I should, you know, continue to go with the flow that I was going, or should I try to stick to the original of doing the remake? I, you know, I'm kind of at a point where I'm stuck, and I want to do both, and I can do both, but right now I want to dedicate to one, and I'm leaning more towards going with the flow and starting something new. But I definitely would like to go ahead and get your opinion on it. Um, you know, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you know, put your comments in the section below in the bottom.